How to find precision prototype and production CNC machining. If you're looking for a prototype and production CNC machining in general, you're open to a variety of options. Any metal fabricators are offering prototype production by use of CNC machining, which is a process of metal fabrication. Their precision in getting it done is what has amused most of their customers. Metal fabrication is an art that involves the creation of metal structures or machines through the process of cutting, bending, and assembling. This involves a variety of raw materials, which range from different kinds of metals depending on the final piece to be achieved. All these processes involve their own individual procedures before the structure can be properly built or assembled. Basically, there are many standard raw materials that are used by metal fabricators. These include plate metal, expanded metal like square or tube stock, welding rods, casting, fittings, and hardware. Fabricating sheet metal to meet desired objects that meet the market needs requires the right tools and processes. One of such processes would be the CNC turning. This is a cutting process that involves production of parts by feeding a cutting tool into the turning material. In protocol and production CNC machining, the material to be cut is fitted on a lathe where it is in constant rotation as a cutting tool is fed into the rotating workpiece. In producing various shapes, the cutter is fed into the workpiece in a variety of angles or axes. Considering its ability to produce perfectly symmetrical objects under the axis of revolution, it is considered economical in the metal fabrication process. The turning costs can be optimized as well to ensure a more economical working process. This can be made possible through reducing the complexity of the process, minimizing the materials being removed, and avoiding complexity in the shapes being created. Long, thin shapes, for example, would be very difficult to produce. The process involves the turning of a couple of rigid materials like aluminum, copper, stainless steel, nylon, steel, polycarbonate, acetyl, bronze, etc. All these materials are able to produce different shapes, but with a variety of varying difficulty levels due to the different densities. For prototype and production CNC machining, some of the shapes that could be made are taper, plain fillet, contour, and threaded surfaces, plus radius profiles. To allow for more flexibility in the cutting process, the axis of revolution can be increased from one to multiple settings, as in a camshaft. It is notable that with yet another combination of CNC milling, this machining method is able to produce more diverse shapes. CNC turning is known to produce the following common parts: shift knobs, robot parts, auto parts, pulleys, hubs, shafts, flywheels, motorcycle parts, toy parts, bushings, and the list goes on. In producing these parts, one has to be very considerate of the design process. Considering that the turning process applies a lot of pressure on the material, weak shapes that may involve flexing would be difficult to produce. For example, this would be the case if long, thin structures were used. The turning process generates a cut surface with electrical marks resulting from the rotation features as the cutting grinds on the material. With a specified surface roughness, the turning process is able to produce whatever marks you are particularly interested in. It is, however, worth noting that the ratio of the diameter to the depth is high. Bored holes become difficult. In the past, traditional lathes were used which required constant supervision, but with the modern age of computer, numerical controlled turning (CNC), the automated lathes allow for accuracy and less supervision. Prototype and production CNC machining not only comes with the turning process, but various other fabrication processes, such as milling, Generally, the CNC turning process is among the most basic of the machining processes. See prototype and production CNC machining in action and find out how we can help you design and build the parts you need with our 5-axis CNC machines. Call Temecula Precision Fabrication now, 951-699-4066, your custom metal fabrication shop in Temecula, or visit our website, www.temeculaprecision.com.